What we're trying to do with Utility Energy is rehome 1 million pairs of usable football boots, the pairs of boots which are left in cupboards, left in the back of people's cars. Not only does it allow them to be reused by people who love wanting to go out and play football, but also environmentally, it stops potentially 1 million pairs of boots going into landfill, which is something that we want to avoid. So the campaign is now going into schools, and hopefully we can achieve our goal.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, I think it sounds like a great idea. I can remember when I was younger and playing, you could go through, a pair of football boots once, twice a season. I imagine, did you used to have a new pair every game? David, what was your policy?
I didn't quite have one.
I wasn't trying to dig you out.
No. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I got so excited about getting involved. That in my career, I had so many pairs of boots. Sponsors were sending me new boots. I didn't wear them all. I kept them a bit of a hoarder. The wonderful thing about the campaign is, as an ex-player, I'm getting involved, but more importantly, there are current players in the Premier League across the football spectrum, if you like, who are all donating. I was in my local school a few weeks ago to start the launch. School kids are getting involved, and where I've got still quite a few pairs of boots, I'm looking to put them into the Football Rebooted campaign, because essentially, financially, there's a lot of families struggling out there. Kids are getting bigger, feet are getting bigger, and they're struggling to find the boots to wear so they can get the mental, physical and social benefits of having a kick around in football.
Do you think footballers are seeing themselves almost as social campaigners almost these days? We've seen Marcus Rashford and all the things he's been doing for feeding kids and, of course, reading as well, actually.
Yeah.
There's been all this activism around Black Lives Matter and social justice issues, and now this as well. Do you think that's a role more footballers are taking, being seen as sort of activists for social issues?
I'd like to say that I think because of the where we are at the moment, obviously with regards to technology, the access to people in general globally through social media outlets, whatever, more players are being noticed, and that's a wonderful thing because it's not the first time that footballers have got involved with campaigns. Myself and other footballers have been doing this for many years. The Premier League and a lot of football clubs, I have to say, sort of a big up to some of the football clubs. Man City celebrated their 35th year of being a community club. Watford Football Club was another club that had been doing this for decades. So the fact that people are getting noticed, I mean, I know the messages are important, and the environment right now with the COP21, forgive me, just around the corner, these messages need to be heard because everyone has their purpose in this. Everyone has an opportunity. And where we're trying to find 1 million new homes for football boots in England, this is something that could be globally done. And it doesn't just have to be football. It's more about recycling, reusing, and getting the best use out of a piece of equipment which can still be used, and someone could use it who can't afford to get it from shops.
Absolutely. No, I honestly think it's just such a cracking idea. So if I was, a parent now watching this and, I was desperate to get hold of some new football boots for my kids, obviously maybe didn't quite have the money necessarily to go out and buy them new or whatever, how do I get in touch with you guys? How do I make sure that I can get involved with your programme?
Yeah, well, it's not just the parents. There'll be kids watching as well. You go to footballrebooted.co.uk. And this isn't about, I have to say, this is not about elitism. As much as we talk about Marcus Rashford, it's not about the next Marcus Rashford. It's not about the next Beth Mead. This is just about kids being able to want to go out, enjoy themselves with a comfortable pair of football boots on rather than squashing their feet, or worst case, not going out in the first place. So footballrebooted.co.uk. Go there, you get all the information. And see, again, with regards to what schools will be involved to keep it localised.
Fantastic. Now, I've got to have a quick word with you just lastly, because I am, for my sins, a Manchester United fan. You obviously spent a lot of time at Liverpool and then at City. And it's fair to say that your lot turned us over at the weekend, didn't you? 5-0 at Old Trafford. I mean, look, what's your take on the situation there at Manchester United? Do you think there maybe some changes need to happen?
Well, I have to say, for all the rivalry that I had as a player, and that continues, I've still got friends, and as you can imagine, the amount of laugh emojis that were sent after that result. But at the same time, I'm a football lover, and Manchester United have got an amazing squad. Something needs to change, and I don't know if it's necessarily personnel. I've been in that position myself as a manager. Sometimes the coaching staff and the manager needs to sit down and say, are we doing the right things? And it seems obvious from the outside, but sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees, and you think that what you're doing is going to work out. So, I wouldn't want anyone to get sacked just for the sake of getting sacked, but the opportunity needs to be there for Manchester United to be able to turn it around, because I'm saying that if they kept it, then that could mean that Liverpool, Man City could win against Manchester United again. I don't know. I'm just a competitor.
There you go. I think that the imagery, I mean, gosh, it made me feel sick of the Liverpool fans singing Ollie's at the wheel and the away end at Old Trafford. It turned my stomach. But David, thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate
My pleasure.
You coming on. And cracking campaign as well. So fingers crossed you do actually really change lives. I'm sure you will. Football Rebooted, ladies and gentlemen. One last cheeky little plug there.